Now, the left is attempting to redefine patriotism, and it's no longer love of country, but hatred of this president. How much do you hate the president? That's their metric for measuring patriotism. And, of course, what's your commitment to take him down?
This morning hearing, you heard from two patriots.
I call them a parade of patriots, quite frankly.
That's what the American people need to see, the parade of patriots.
The dam is broken because great patriots have defied his direction.
Here now is Victor Davis Hanson, senior fellow at the Hoover Institution, who's been listening to these wild developments today and this week. Victor, what are we seeing here? Is it, as I said earlier, the inoculation of individuals who should be answering a lot deeper questions from any scrutiny or any criticism?
We as the American people, and the American people in just 4 days of Adam Schiff, maybe 30 hours, have radically turned against the impeachment inquiries. And he started out with a bang, and he's now ending with a whimper, because he gave us a lecture about the permissibility or the use of hearsay. We know what the Sixth Amendment is. And so why is he doing that, Laura? He's doing that because all of these witnesses that are so patriotic are going in there facing the American people and saying, I think, I assume, I presume. And the reason they're doing that is they have no evidence. They have no evidence at all. And what Schiff is trying to tell the American people is, I don't have a special counsel or a special prosecutor like Leon Jaworski in Watergate or Ken Starr in the Clinton matter. I don't have a White House tape. I don't even have a blue dress. I have nothing. All I have is conjecture and hearsay now, according to my rethinking of jurisprudence, is permissible. And then when you get to the ideology of the whole impeachment, that Trump is somehow anti-Ukraine and he's pro-Russian and he's interfering with the jurisprudence in the Ukraine, it just falls apart, because we learned that Obama and Fiona Hill, of all people, didn't want to give the Ukrainians one iota of legal military aid.
Yeah.
And Trump took the really courageous step of giving them Javelin missiles. That's a really edgy thing to do on the borders of Russia, and he did it. Everything he's done proves that he's been the toughest president since Ronald Reagan on the Russians, and he's been the most favorable to the Ukraine. He hasn't interfered at all with any prosecutor. Joe Biden had one fired by leveraging. So that entire narrative that is the linchpin of this just collapsed. And then when you add the final component, that this whistleblower that Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff have told us we were going to hear very soon, he can't, there's no way in the world that he can ever testify, because the first thing he did was work with Schiff. He's a partisan. And when Lieutenant Colonel Vindman said he ran out of a call, and the first thing he did was probably call the whistleblower and leak a confidential call, that can't be released. And I thought the whole issue of time has changed, Laura. We started this with the idea that they were going to bleed Trump with 1,000 cuts, and this was going to go on again. I don't think that's true now. I think the Republicans were so great. Those House members are really brilliant people. And I think what's happened now, they're saying bring it on, because they're tanking the polls, and we have Durham and we have Horowitz circling around, and we have these swing state candidates that are only one-termers in the House that want to be reelected. When you look at the long-term macro picture, it's not good for the Democrats.
You know what I say, Victor? Victor,
Adam Schiff
all these Republicans run a time.
He's going to weep.
But all these Republicans who announce their retirement, thinking, oh, it's going to be really bad. You know, again, you see the people fighting in the arena for the truth here, and then these people running to retire.
We have a whole array of new heroes, don't we, on that House Republican, because they were wonderful.
It's impressive.
And they
it's basically
said this is a travesty and a mockery of the Constitution. And these people have no evidence, and they've befuddled and lied to the American people. And boy, Adam Schiff, as I said earlier, he seeded the wind, and he's going to reap the whirlwind, because he has no idea the reaction that's building against the way he conducted
We got to go,
this
Victor. We're
circus.
way over. They're going to block us right off TV here. But thank you so much.